All the evidence is pointing towards the fact that North Korea has carried out that threatened third nuclear test. The seismic waves that are created by what's called an artificial earthquake are quite different to the ones caused by a natural earthquake. So that's one reason to believe that that's what's happened. The other is the epicenter, and we're hearing from media sources here in South Korea that the epicenter does indeed tally with North Korea's nuclear test site.
And to be clear, they also say, don't they, that North Korea is not prone to natural seismic activity. How is this going to be received?
Pretty badly here in South Korea. The US and its allies, South Korea among them, have said that North Korea will face significant consequences if it presses ahead with this nuclear test. You'll remember the UN Security Council only recently slapped additional sanctions on North Korea for carrying out a long-range rocket launch. So the fact that Pyongyang has pressed ahead with a nuclear test is a direct challenge, not just to the United States and its allies, but also to its own main ally, China.
And there was some difficulty, I know, in translation, but North Korea had said in response to those sanctions, those toughened sanctions, that it had America in mind. If it was going to carry out a test, it would have America in mind, or America would be its main target. They have rather different meanings, those two, but none of them are particularly healthy.
That's right. It is a matter of translation, and I think what was meant in those statements was that North Korea's nuclear test, its long-range rocket launches, its military program, in other words, was carried out with America in mind because of the American threat as North Korea sees it. North Korea calls its nuclear program a deterrent against the nuclear umbrella that the US has over the Korean Peninsula, but over South Korea. But certainly from the outside world's perspective, North Korea's nuclear program is in contravention of a UN ban, is deeply destabilizing, and certainly will be met with probably some quite serious consequences.